is Ever Ready Survival. Today, you have 5 minutes to evacuate your home. Go. Welcome back to Ever Ready Survival. Today we have a guest host and co-owner of Black Armor Prep, Bill Dockstader.
For the last 15 years, I've developed and refined a specific set of primitive, mixed with urban and general survival skills. I can survive with absolutely nothing. I don't like doing that, but I can. I can survive well with very minimal gear. A while back I heard the phrase, the more you know, the less you have to carry. I took that to heart and try and incorporate into everything I do in everyday life.
More often than we'd expect, it's a seemingly normal day. Walk the dog, make some coffee, watch some television. We have no idea that in just a moment, the daily normals shatter, and all of a sudden, it's time to go. For some, it's a tragic way of life, but for most, it can seem impossible to see what lies beyond the smartphone. Let's have a look. Evacuate. To move out from a place of danger to a safe place. Evacuation can mean leaving your home in a case of fire. It can mean leaving your city in a case of hurricane or tornado. Every year, transportation and industrial accidents contaminate areas with harmful substances. Whatever the cause, planning ahead will give you confidence that you and your family will be prepared. Being prepared starts with an emergency evacuation plan. An emergency evacuation plan is a list of details on what to do and where to go in an emergency situation, as well as an evacuation map. Item number 1. Plan where your family will meet, both in and out of your immediate neighborhood. Item number 2. Keep a full tank of gas in your car if an evacuation seems likely. Gas stations may be closed in an emergency. Item number 3. Become familiar with alternate routes and other means of transportation out of your area. Item number 4. Leave early enough to avoid being trapped by severe weather. Item number 5. Follow recommended evacuation routes. Shortcuts may be blocked. Item number 6. Be alert for road hazards such as washed out roads or bridges and downed power lines. Do not drive into flooded areas. Item number 7. If you don't have a car, plan how you will leave if you have to. Make arrangements with family, friends, or your local government. Item number 8. Take your emergency supply kit, unless you have reason to believe it has been contaminated. Item number 9. Listen to battery-powered radio and follow local evacuation instructions. Item number 10. Take pets with you, but understand only service animals may be permitted in public shelters. Make pet care part of emergency plan. And if time allows, contact family. Tell them where your evacuation destinations are. Secure your home, locking all windows and doors. Unplug appliances and shut off all utilities, including power, water, and gas. Wear sturdy shoes and clothes. Leave a note with your destinations. And check if neighbors may need a ride.
Got right back there where a raccoon was trying to get mushrooms. I like this place. It's Resource City, and there's already a temporary shelter.
Now, in a case of bug-out emergency, small urban areas like this with rubble can make temporary shelters very easily, just long enough to get yourself out of some rain, get yourself out of some wind or some snow, just long enough to keep you alive to come up with your next game plan. Always be wary of the structural integrity.
It's got a nice
And nails.
Oh yeah, tetanus is something you don't want. It's got the nice floor, cement, so you can start a fire without worrying about it spreading. As long as it's small enough not to take the timbers out. There's also plenty of materials around here to cover up the gaps. And you're not gonna have anyone sneak up without hearing you.
Now, in the event of an evacuation, you have no other place to go. You have no other options. Little areas like this can be a great lifeline, just long enough for you to figure out the next move.
My primary bug out location is about a quarter mile that way. I have cinder blocks, I have glass, I have wood, I have anything I would need that might take a little while to provide myself from nature. Since it's close enough to an urban environment, there is debris all along the banks of the creek over here. And scavenging is a big part of any survival.
Let's note the difference that's not always provided between wilderness survival and urban survival. Now, while you're still probably going to be outside, there's a big difference between being out in the middle of a forest with nothing towards civilization for resources and being right on the edge of urban and suburban civilization, where we can find little things like this that can provide us fantastic lifelines.
The bottom line is every second counts. When you're faced with that crucial moment, it all comes down to what you know. In that moment, you'll find out if you're prepared or if you're in serious trouble. When 1 second may be too long, you don't have time to second guess yourself. In that moment, you have to know your family isn't going to panic. You have to know everyone is moving in sync. You need to know that you don't need to look over your shoulder. Staying prepared isn't limited to families. An emergency evacuation plan is something everyone must have.